Well, to say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. Um, Disappointed for our entire team. Certainly our seniors playing their last game here. And, they outplayed us. Second half was, I mean, they just outplayed us. We couldn't move the ball on offense. Opening drive, we had to pass it, win the end zone and called a touchdown. We ended up kicking a field goal, and that was it. We didn't do much after that, unfortunately. We had a lead and tried to slow the game down and didn't do that very well. Defensively, they went up and down the field on us. Almost 500 yards offense, back to rush for 200 yards. Uh, we didn't do a very good job on either side. We made some opportune stops. Uh, they hit a run play that kind of gashed us. They lined up fast, ran the exact same play, and they fumbled the mesh, and we were able to fall on it. Eric Ford picked it up. And then the next drive, they moved it down there again and completed a pass. We punched it out, but we weren't stopping them from moving the football, and ultimately, we couldn't move it on offense. We couldn't convert on conversion downs, um, and then just as we gave it back to them, they really took advantage of the opportunities they had, and credit to them. They outplayed us. So very disappointed, and I'm certainly sore hurt for our seniors, our whole team, and the guys invested a lot, and I thought our guys played hard. Just didn't play very well.
Ken, you want to start?
Coach Ken Kreitzer, Cam Vets. It seemed like you were in control of the game late into the fourth quarter until you get the ball back and you have Cale throw and threw into double coverage and the ball was picked off. What was the thinking on that play?
We had some opportunities in that half. We had Parker Pulaski running right down the seam all by himself, and we overthrew him. If we stick that throw, that's a first down and a big play. The throw into coverage, unfortunately, same route we threw a pick against Tarleton in the red zone, and there's three receivers in the route. Two of them were open, and we practiced throwing to all three. Just take a peek at that guy. He was double covered, and the other two guys were open. And unfortunately, we threw it to the only guy that was covered. And I know Cale feels bad, but we all do. Wish we'd have found the right guy. They were obviously committing to the run. They had to, because at that point, if we turn a first down and run the clock, there's 4 minutes and some seconds left, I guess, in the game, and if we're able to turn some first downs, we can run the clock out maybe. So they really were committed to the run and thought a play action pass we'd be able to get a guy loose, and we did. Two of them, we just didn't hit them.
It's got to be frustrating that you got two turnovers, the fumble recovery by Eric Ford, and then the recovery that was forced by Gavin Shields, received that Colin Madison recovery. You get the two turnovers, but you really couldn't convert on those.
Nope, we didn't do anything with them, unfortunately. That was the story of the second half. We just couldn't move the football. We did a much better job in the first half, and we were able to run the ball effectively, and really felt like our guys were playing well on offense. And in the second half, just not very well at all. And the fourth down play at the end, run the quarterback counter, and really we ought to take that thing all the way around the outside, and there's nobody left out there. And unfortunately, he just saw the block and saw the guy, felt like he was getting kicked out, tried to go in between, and got knocked down. And if we convert that, they have no timeouts left. We take a knee and end the football game. That's the margin There is no margin for error. That's where it is. You know, it's gotta make those plays, but it is everything. It was, you know, the lack of production on offense and our inability to be able to stop them on defense.
Thanks, Coach.
Sal, then Seth.
The offense being slowed down in the second half. What happened there? Are they winning the battle in the trenches, execution? What's going on where you have these gashes in the first half, but struggle to get a couple yards in the second?
Yeah, they're getting off blocks, doing a better job. That's the bottom line. They did a better job playing blocks and defeating blocks in the second half. And you know, we tried to get the ball in the perimeter and get some perimeter blocks. And Noah turned one of those into a game where there was nothing. But there's, you know, the third quarter drive where we had a negative yards play on first down, a short gain on second down, a negative yards play on third down, and we punted. You know, we made them punt one time the whole day.
The decision to go for it on 4th and 3 at the 39 where didn't go outside, he went inside. The yards are so hard to come by in the second half for you guys. Do you think about punting the ball and pinning them deep, or why did you go for it on 4th down?
I thought about it, but we weren't doing a very good job of stopping them. They were taking the ball up and down the field on us. So even if we punt, there's enough time for them to drive down the field and kick a field goal. If we make the first down there, which I thought we had a good call, and really if he kind of, you know, bounces around that block and gets a first down, the game's over. We can end the game on that play. When we punt, then we leave it. Okay, now we give them the ball back with an opportunity to win the game. If we get the first down, then they have no opportunity to win the football game. And yeah, yards were hard to come by, but yards weren't hard to come by for them. And so as it turned out, we tried to end the game right there. And it's what we need to do. Who we are, it's what we need to do. Just didn't execute it, didn't get it done.
The first half had a 4th down, could have been a 43-yard kick for Dawson. Went for it and didn't get it. Is that an analytics thing?
It is.
And I mean, now you look at the score, of course, you can't really play hindsight, but what is Dawson's range inside 40 now, or
no, again, it's to extend the drive. One, you take time away from them if you get the first down, and you give yourself a chance to get 7 points instead of 3. And it's just, that's the way we play. And you know, I'm just not going to settle for a kick just because you can get kick, just because you're going to get points. You know, it's the analytics and our trust in those and our belief in those has won us a lot of football games here. It's won us a lot of close football games. And so today was a close football game. So if we execute one of those, if we convert one of those, then maybe it's a different outcome.
do you think did the analytics lose you the game today with the decisions that happened and what you didn't get?
No. Lack of execution lost us the game today. That's the bottom line. And that's, you know, go back to the Kansas State game. You know, we were, I don't know, I think 5 of 6 on 4th down. We play aggressive. We have to. And so we played aggressive again today, and they made the plays. They made the stops.
Seth,
I'm good.
go ahead.
Daniel Rebane, Bad Dog Sports. I think the biggest play of the game came on that second down play on the last drive when you guys turned it over on downs, the outside run to Noah Short, when he goes out of bounds and they don't have to burn a timeout. Just before that play, is there any talk about saying get down and just what happened on that play?
Go out of bounds, and he got close to the sideline, and then he got knocked out of bounds, and he needed to just dive on the ground there, and unfortunately we didn't, and they didn't have to use the timeout.
Anyone else in the room? Ken McMillan, we have time for about 2 on Zoom. Go ahead.
Jeff, obviously, your team has had difficult losses before. What do you do to get this team back into the proper mindset for next Saturday against UTSA?
Well, we just come back in here tomorrow and try to learn from the things that we failed on today. And there were some good things today too. And we try to get better and we improve and work tomorrow and work this week and try to get ourselves ready to go to UTSA and try to get a victory.
Jeff, you've told us many times about how, wins you shake off, losses stick with you for a while. What are your thoughts about coming out of this game?
Well, like I said before, uh, wins are just a relief and losses stick with you for a while. It's hard, it's put so much into it. Our players do, our coaches do, and it's agonizing to lose. It's hard, but our guys played hard. We coached hard, and we we did everything we could to try to win the football game. But they outplayed us, and the bottom line is we could not move the football in the second half effectively enough to control the clock, control the game, score points, and defensively, we just didn't do a very good job of stopping them. And so we got to figure out how we can execute better fundamentally to do that. And that's it. That's blocking and destroying blocks and tackling and all those things. And the second half in particular, we didn't do those very well. But there were things in the first half too that we talked about them at halftime that we needed to do better. We just didn't go out and do them better in the second half. They obviously executed much more effectively.
Thanks, everyone.